I know you ain't been lonely, and I've been going lonely. I know you been feeling lonely, and I've been going lonely. I know you been feeling lonely. I know you want your own thing, and I've been smoking on strong ways. I know you ain't been home, baby. I know you been feeling lonely. I know you want your own thing, and I've been smoking on strong, baby. I know you ain't been home, baby. I know you want your own thing. You want your own thing. I'm smoking on strong, baby. All of my money, like Robert De Niro. I'm eating the hair on, smoking gelato. She know what it be though. All on the bar, so I'm there with the bimbos. I ride in the Benzos, I ride in gelato. All in the Lambo, I'm worship the famo. She know what it be though. I'm on the north side, bitch in the mile wide. Know what it be though. I know you want your own thing, and I've been smoking on strong ways. I know you ain't been home, baby. I know you been feeling lonely. I know you want your own thing, and I've been smoking on strong, baby. I know you ain't been home, baby. I know you want your own thing. I know you want your own thing. She hit me on FaceTime. I tell her little bitch why. Tell her little bitch though. I let her go pie though. I let her on Sky though. She know what it be though. I hit her every day though. I've been busy though. Yeah. Bad little bitch in my car though. She is a bad little bitch in my car. I tell her little bitch, you know you a star. I tell her little bitch, looking so good and your son so kiss and your sin look good. You know she from the hood and she all that bad wood. She know what's good and she know. I know you ain't feeling lonely. I know you want your own thing, and I've been smoking on strong ways. I know you ain't been home, baby. I know you been feeling lonely. I know you want your own thing, and I've been smoking on strong, baby. I know you ain't been home, baby. I know you want your own thing.
Welcome to the Check-In Report. I am your humble yet gracious host, True and Living. I'm in the building. I'm not your homie. I'm the one and only Macaroni. Welcome to the show, y'all. We're doing a vertical live today. I haven't done a vertical live in a while, so I thought I'd do a vertical live. Why not? Trump has had a very busy week. I mean, from the from signing executive orders. You got the ICE agents in Boston and in different sanctuary cities rounding up migrants, essentially ending affirmative action, and in the federal capacity. In diversity in hires and things of that nature, and closing down those departments. I want to speak to the Trump supporters tonight. If we have any Trump supporters, I would like to speak to you tonight. Are you happy with the work so far from Donald Trump? I'm sure this is just the tip of the iceberg. I'm sure he has more work to do. But, as of the first week, this is essentially his first week, being your president. Are you happy? Are you excited for the future? Are you happy with the work he's been doing so far? I want to know tonight. Me personally, a couple of the things I don't have a problem with Trump rounding up criminal migrants in sanctuary cities. I don't have a problem with that. I don't mind him declassifying the files on JFK and RFK and MLK. I don't have a problem. But the whole diversity, closing down the diversity and it's trying to end affirmative action, I have a problem with that. First of all, we have to understand why these things were implemented. Diversity in the workplace. These things were implemented because white people would not hire qualified black workers in the workplace. It wasn't that they didn't have the skill and they were getting the jobs over, essentially. It wasn't the fact that they didn't have the skill to work there, and people just the government just wanted them in there. No, there were minority groups that couldn't get the jobs because they were hiring white employees over the minority groups that had the qualifications to have the job. So these things were in place for a reason. I take issue with him ending, the whole diverse, because there's a reason why these things were implemented. But I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from the Trump supporters. I want to hear from the Trumpers, the people that voted for Trump. I want to hear from you tonight. Are you happy with the work that Trump has done so far? Are you excited about the work he's doing? I want to know in the comment section. I see one person voted so far. They said that he's doing a great job. Yeah, I want to know from y'all tonight. I want to know, are you happy with the work he's been doing? I want to know from you guys tonight. But yeah, we're gonna get into some videos tonight. And we're gonna now let's first get into him rounding up the criminal migrants. Now, like I told you, I don't have a problem with Trump rounding up criminal migrants. The reality is this, in terms of anybody, with a soft spot to the whole migrant crisis and things of that nature, the reality is this, Biden allowed 14 million migrants to come into this country illegally. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of those migrants that came to this country, a lot of them are good people. A lot of them are just looking for a better opportunity, a better quality of living, and I don't knock them for that. But if we're going to be honest, we're going to be really honest, 100% honest. Essentially, 14 million people that were migrants that crossed into American territory, they are criminals. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm just keeping it honest. Salute to Sinclair. I see Sinclair's in the building. But, essentially 14 million people that came into this country. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm just being honest. 14 million people that came into this country illegally. Let's just be honest here. They, essentially they are criminals. They came into this country illegally. They had no right to come. I can't go into Venezuela without a passport, without getting checked. I can't go into any of these countries that are, Mexico. I was in Mexico last year. You can't go into these countries illegally. You are essentially a criminal by association, by just going over the border and not going through the process. Sinclair says, not at the expense of the American taxpayer. Yeah, exactly. The American people have suffered enough. We've fitted the bill. We've paid for these people respectfully. We've paid for these people's rooms and boards. They're using up the healthcare system. In New York City, they're putting them up in high-rise hotels and with no limits on them staying there. We have fitted the bill. You got major cities spending billions and billions of dollars on the migrant crisis. We have fitted the bill. It's time, respectfully, for a lot of these people to go back. We can no longer fit the bill. We can no longer pay, and we can no longer to sustain like this. So, it needed to happen, especially when it comes to the criminals. The criminals needed to go back. If you're out here selling drugs, sexually violating women, gang banging, you need to go back to your native country. Go be a criminal. Go be a criminal in your country. We can no longer fit the bill for you to stay out here. We can no longer allow it. Go back to your country. You go be a gang member out there. You be a sexual deviant in your country. We won't allow it to happen in America anymore. But like I said, there's some things that I think that Trump is doing right. I think that him getting rid of the criminal migrants, it needed to happen. Him declassifying the MLK, JFK, RFK assassination files needed to happen. But I have a problem with him essentially ending affirmative action. I had a problem with that. I have a problem with him, messing around with diversity in, in the workplace. I have a problem with that because, a lot of people are focusing on, we don't need diversity in the, we don't need to have these departments in the thing. If you're qualified to have the job, you can have the job. But people are overlooking the history on why these departments were invented in the first place. These departments were invented in the first place is because they were not allowing minorities to have these jobs. There were people qualified, had the experience, had the work ethic, had all of the qualifications for the jobs, but white people would not hire. That was the reason for these diversity inclusion programs and all these diversity hire. That was the reason why it was invented, because they were not allowing minority groups and especially essentially black people. We were the ones out there doing the fight, and all of these other groups just attached themselves to us. Let's just call it what it is. It was black people out there getting hit over the head with billy clubs. Black people getting bit all in the ass by Rockwilders. We fitted the bill. And we got these diversity programs implemented in the federal government and whatnot. But I have an issue with that because we're overlooking why these departments were invented in the first place. These departments were invented because white people were not allowing minority groups to have this. And I just seen somebody say, yeah, this was 60 years ago, but these things still exist. And if we take away the guardrails, these things can come back. There's nothing stopping from these things from happening again, right? As it stands right now, and it's subjected to change, over the course of decades. But right now, white people are the majority in the United States. So it wouldn't be hard for a white person to stop a black person, a Hispanic person, an Asian person from getting a job. Let's stop acting like if these guardrails were no longer here now we don't need it anymore because it's no, these things still need to be implemented. But we'll get into it. We'll get into it. But I first want to get into the whole migrant thing, because I think that's something we all could agree on. I think we all could agree that criminal migrants need to go. Would you all say that? I think we all would agree that the criminal migrants need to go. I think we all would agree that the criminal migrants need to go home. We don't want no sexual deviants. We don't want no if you're out here you're sexually assaulting women. If you're out here shooting off the firearm at police officers and firefighters. If you're out here being a criminal and you're from another country, you gotta go. I think that's something we all agree on. I agree on that as well. You need to go. You got to go back home. So let's get into the first video, where essentially there are criminal migrants being arrested out there in Boston. Let's get into this video.
Well, President Trump's illegal immigration crackdown is off to a fast start. Fox News has learned that in a 33-hour period between Tuesday morning and Wednesday night, ICE agents arrested over 460 migrants.
460 migrants. Now, a lot of that was collateral because a lot of them, they were looking for a criminal migrant somewhere. and they stumbled upon a couple of more migrants, and they just happened to arrest. So a lot of them were just collateral, but they did get a lot of criminal migrants that they were looking for. Right now, there's going to be some collateral here. Of course, you're going to find one criminal migrant, but he may be living with a group of migrants. And they may want to inquire on these people's papers. Let's continue though.
Many with long criminal histories. But these operations aren't just limited to Boston. They're taking place all over the country. Bill Malugin is getting an exclusive look at this massive, important operation in the sanctuary city of Boston. Live now to Bill.
Well, Emily, we've heard officials here in Boston and in Massachusetts say repeatedly they are not going to cooperate with ICE or mass.
Now, you got a lot of these democratic cities. They're not trying to cooperate. They're not. They're doing everything within their power to not cooperate. We're not going to work with Donald Trump. We're not going to work with the powers that be. Like, listen, a lot of these towns, you're costing the taxpayer so much money. Work with the federal government. Work with Donald Trump. You're costing the taxpayers millions of dollars. We don't want to fit the bill. And I implore any of you who live in any of these sanctuary cities, whether you live in Chicago, New York, California, you need to kick these people out of office. These people that are not working, we're talking about criminal migrants. Like Trump is not waging a war, not yet at least. He's not waging a war against migrants collectively. He's going after criminal migrants. Right now, that's the first objective, to go after the criminal migrants. What is wrong with that? Why are these sanctuary cities and the mayors and the governors, why are they so against Trump coming in there with the ICE agents and get rid of sexual deviants, criminals, gang members, murderers, thieves, pedos? Are you trying to keep these people in your neighborhood and bring down your society, bring down your cities, bring down your state? Like, what is with these Democratic mayors and governors? What is wrong? What is with them? Why are you creating a safe haven for sexual deviants and criminals? And I don't understand it. I could see if Trump was going after hardworking migrants that were just trying to work a 9 to 5, they go to church every Sunday and they do what they got to do to take care of their families. They make their money to go back home, drink a beer, and they just want to be productive citizens to society. We're talking about criminals here. Sexual deviants, pedos. You're going to hear some of these people today. I don't understand why these sanctuary cities, these governors and these mayors, why are you protecting these people? Are these people more important than the tax-paying citizens that live in the cities and live in these states? Are they more important than the people that are the citizens of the society? What is with these people? Let's get into it.
Mass deportation efforts by the Trump administration, and ICE says, well, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to cooperate with us. We're still going to go into your city, and we're going to do the job. And we were with ICE Boston yesterday for about 10 hours as we got to watch them firsthand carry out immigration enforcement. Take a look.
Good morning, everyone.
It's a frigid 5 degrees in the pre-dawn
They out there in the cold,
hours, just
rounding them up
outside of Boston, where this team of elite ICE officers is briefing on their targets for the day.
We're going to be targeting some extremely violent offenders today.
Within moments,
See, you heard what he said. Extremely violent offenders. They're not going after, respectfully, they're not going after Juan, who's just working a 9 to 5 off the books, just looking for some hard work, and he just want to do some work and go back to his family. They're not looking for that person. They're not looking for anybody who's just here working and you came over here illegally, but you're just trying to be a regular person. You're just trying to work a job and go back home. They're not going after these people. They're going after the hardened criminals. Yeah, are they picking up some collateral? Are they arresting the collateral? Of course, but they're targeting the criminals. What is wrong with that? I don't see nothing wrong with that.
The officers are on the move, with eyes on their first target.
Looks like we got movement, target vehicle coming out.
They quickly take him into custody. He's an MS-13 gang member.
MS-13. Now I live in Long Island, right? I'm very up to date on MS-13. MS-13, you know, they were chopping up bodies where I'm from. They were chopping up bodies, leaving the body parts near the highways. These were hardened criminals. Why are these sanctuary cities protecting these people? Why are they protecting them? I need to know. Let's continue.
Wanted in El Salvador for aggravated murder. And he has an Interpol red notice out for his arrest.
We are targeting very violent threats to our community.
They targeting
I'm not going back to Haiti.
No, you're going back to Haiti. Now this this Haitian, he's going viral right now. He's talking about, I ain't going back to Haiti. I ain't going back to Haiti. And you got to hear him. He was praising Biden. He said, Biden forever.
One of those threats
Look at
is
him.
this illegal alien from
Look
Haiti.
at him. Look at him. Look at him.
ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro.
Biden forever. Biden forever. Biden forever, bro. Listen, man. Listen, Biden, he let these people in. He let these criminals in. See, that's the thing, you know. They wanted these people in here. They wanted these people in here to commit crimes. They wanted these people to come in here and catch your grandmama coming out the Walmart so they can knock her upside the head and take a pocketbook. They wanted these people here. The previous administration, Kamala and Joe Biden, they wanted these people here. So while your little daughter is walking to the store, and one of these criminals, one of these sexual deviants try to lure them into some unmarked car, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris allowed this to happen. No vetting, no locking these people, catch and release. We're gonna catch them and we're gonna let them back into society. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, Sinclair says you're going back to Haiti. Sinclair is funny. He says, you're going back. He's going back, man. He got to go back. He got to go back to his country. Go be a criminal in your country. Go be a gang member in your country. Let's see how far that gets you out there. Because out there, you want to be a gang member out there? We'll see how long you last on the streets in Haiti. You talking all that tough talk in America where we got all the guardrails here. You got Biden and Kamala protecting you and shielding you. You know, you're going to prison. You know, you're getting 3 meals a day. You're getting room and board. You're getting free dental and medical and medical. You're out here living like a king. Go in that third world country and talk all that gangster stuff. Go out there and be a gangster. We'll see how long you'll live out there with all that nonsense.
Threats to our community.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions. 17 criminal convictions. 17. What is he doing on the street? For all you Biden supporters and Kamala supporters, I want to know, what is a migrant with 17 criminal convictions doing on the damn street? What are they doing on the street? Can any of us, think about it, he's been here within the last 4 years. He's been here within the last 4 years. Right? I'm guessing he's been here within the last 4 years. Can any of us, naturalized citizens of America, commit 17 crimes, 17 criminal charges or whatever, within the last 4 years and just be out on the streets? This is the America Joe Biden and Kamala was creating. in recent years.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro.
Biden forever.
Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
Thank you, Obama. Now he's capping. He doesn't know that Obama was the deporter in chief. A lot of people don't realize that. They think that Obama was a friend to the migrants. They named Obama the deporter in chief. He was the one that was he as of yet Obama has deported more people than Trump right now. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think that Trump is the biggest deportee or whatever. It's really Obama. Obama was known as the deporter in chief, but he had it right the first time. He should have thrown Kamala's name in there, because these are the people that have been enabling this. Let's continue though.
ICE Boston quickly takes down its next targets, including this illegal alien from Brazil who has an Interpol red notice for armed robbery.
Armed robbery, running out here, armed robbing your grandmother, robbing your aunties, robbing women out in the streets, robbing innocent men, going to work. These people need to be off the streets. These people don't deserve to be in our society. They don't deserve to be on the streets walking free. They deserve to go back. They're not even good enough to deserve the prison, because a lot of people don't get it confused. It's a privilege to go to a United States prison if you're a migrant. Think about what they get in prison in America. You get 3 hot meals a day. Let's break it down. You get 3 hot meals a day. You get free dental care. Free dental and free medical. 3 hot meals a day. Room and board. They don't get that in their country. A lot of these migrants, these migrant criminals, they don't get that in their country. You think they get free dental and free health care in some of these third world country prisons? They don't get that in their countries. When they commit crimes, they don't get that in there. They lucky to get 1 hot meal a day. If they got some type of toothache or something like that, maybe the guard will knock it out for them. Put your chin up. I'm gonna knock that tooth out your mouth. I'm gonna knock it out your mouth. Tired of you complaining. It's a privilege for them to go to a United States prison. It's a privilege. You're getting 3 hot meals a day, room and board, free medical care, free dental. No, that's not good enough. You gotta send them back. Send them back to whence they came. Let's continue though.
This Salvadoran illegal alien charged locally with rape, and
this man is charged with sexually assaulting a woman. He's out on the streets. He's out on the streets, rummaging around, walking around. I want to know from the Biden administration, why do you have an illegal immigrant that sexually violated a woman? Why do you got them out on the streets? This man is undocumented. He ain't got no papers, violating women, but you got him out on the streets. This is the idiocy of the Biden, Kamala Harris administration. But they were out here telling people, "Oh, you vote for us. We're not going back." It's ridiculous. Let's continue.
Released by a sanctuary jurisdiction.
Señor, ¿cómo se llama?
And this Dominican illegal alien charged with assault with a deadly weapon and heroin trafficking. Officers also arrested this Guatemalan MS-13 gang member facing gun charges. ICE says he was released from local custody just the day before. Their detainer request was ignored because of sanctuary policies.
Wow.
And in a sign of shifting priorities with the new Trump administration, this man, who was in the same apartment as the target, was also arrested after ICE determined he's also in the U.S. illegally. This is what ICE calls collateral.
So like I said, you're going to have collateral. You're going to have some innocent people in the crosshairs. I mean, some of these criminals, they probably live with family members. They probably live with people that are innocent. You're probably going to have some children around. You're going to have collateral, right? You're going to have collateral. But essentially, let's just be real here. Let's just be honest. And I don't want to sound like I'm being insincere here, because a lot of these migrants, I feel for them, man. I think it's sad that they've essentially come here. Some of them, I'm talking about the hardworking, good citizen ones, right? It's sad that they're in the predicament that they've here, and they're just trying to work a 9 to 5. They're looking for a better quality of life. And yes, did they break the law by coming here illegally? Yes, but they came here essentially for a better life. I feel for them, and it's very sad that we're probably going to see a lot of homes broken up, and we're going to see a lot of people displaced and kids separated from their families. It's sad. But at the end of the day, it's sort of a necessary evil. Biden allowed 14 million undocumented migrants to come into this country. And some of them, I'm not going to say a lot of them, but it was a majority of them that were criminals, because a lot of these countries were off, were trying to get rid of their criminals, trying to get rid of their sexual deviants. Crime has went down in a lot of these countries because they were sending these people here. Do you think Venezuela, do you think any of these countries that were, that were housing these people, do you think they really want these people back? Do you think they want the gang members and the migrants? Do you think El Salvador, do you think they want more MS-13 members? They have jails built just to house these people. You think they want these people in their society? They were sending these people, respectfully, they were sending a lot of these criminal migrants here. Because these are not the desirables. These are not the doctors. These are not the lawyers. These are not the businessmen. These are not the people that add something to their society. These are the people that they're trying to get rid of. These are not hardworking men working a 9 to 5. These are gang members, sexual deviants. We don't need them in the society. They don't need them in their country, so they sent them here. Well, it's time for us to send them back. Send them back. Respectful. Let's continue.
You guys got your main target just now, but you got somebody else. What just happened?
So our main target was released by a sanctuary jurisdiction, not honoring a detainer. That person was released back into the community, and when we went to go find him, he's with somebody else who was previously removed from the United States. So he's going to go today too.
And that is exactly what Border Czar Tom Homan has warned would happen.
When we find the bad guy, he's probably with others that are in the United States illegally. They may not be a criminal priority, but we're not walking away from them.
Ice Boston said.
And that's what people don't understand. Essentially, anybody who has come to this country illegally, essentially you are a criminal. You have not gone through the necessary process to become an American citizen or be a visitor to America. You have crossed the line illegally. It would be no different of me crossing the border in any other country. If I went to, if I went to Mexico illegally, if I went to Canada illegally, I would be essentially a criminal. You crossed the line. You've entered this country illegally. You are a criminal, essentially. I don't understand why, these liberals and a lot of these tree huggers and these people, I don't understand why they don't understand that. Do I think that the hardened criminals and the people that are committing crimes in this society in America, do I think they need to be a bigger priority? Absolutely. But, essentially anybody who's crossed the border is a criminal. But I do think the the gang members, the sexual deviants, and the people committing crimes as an illegal immigrant, they need to be of the first priority. Maybe we could work with the hardworking illegal immigrants that have crossed the border. Maybe we could work with them. Maybe we could work something out. Maybe they could essentially become a naturalized citizen at some point. But the ones that are here committing crimes, they got to be the first ones to go. You gotta go. It's time for you to go back home. Go back home and be a criminal. Go back home and be a sexual deviant. Go back home and be a gang member. You can't be one out here.
As they will continue to go into sanctuary jurisdictions and do their job.
Today was a good day. Today we took several significant public safety threats out of our communities. Unfortunately, a lot were released by sanctuary policies, but we're here to tell the Commonwealth and the rest of the country that we're going to find them whether they're released or not.
And guys, a quick note on some of the blurring we did in that story. We decided to hide the faces of the ICE officers, obviously, because a lot of them work undercover. We also blurred some of the faces of the suspects if their cases are still pending. If they've been
I'm gonna be honest with you. If any of them, if their cases are pending, okay. But if they've been charged and found guilty in a court of law that they were guilty of, sexually assaulting a woman or killing, murdering or any type of criminal aspect, they need to unblur their faces. We need to know who these people are.
Arrested but haven't been convicted yet. We also learned after we were done filming that ICE picked up another target on the other side of the city. This was a previously deported Honduran illegal alien who was arrested locally and is facing charges for raping a woman while holding a gun in her mouth, guys. Those are the kind of targets ICE is picking up out here. We'll send it back to you.
Bill Malugin, thank you. Kaylee, and
these people need to go back home, bro. Send these people back home. Send these people back home. Any of these criminals need to go back home.
Absolutely frightening collection of individuals. Took 33 hours to get 461
illegal immigrants
out of the way. Amazing what a little bit of leadership, a little bit of gumption, and the mandate from the American people can do.
And Emily, we were sitting there watching this, and you said 18 convictions for that Haitian individual. I mean, we were stunned to hear him say, bleep Trump. Thank you, Biden. Thank you, Obama. Biden forever, bro. Pay attention to what he is saying. That Biden and Obama enabled someone with 18 criminal convictions to sit in our country without any sort of accountability.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Where are any of these? I want to hear from both sides today, if we could. I want to hear from the Biden Kamala supporters, but I want to hear from the Trump supporters today too. But I want to hear from the Kamala and Biden supporters. I mean, especially if you're a taxpayer. If you're a taxpayer, you live in America, you're a taxpaying citizen, you work a 9 to 5. I want to know, like I don't understand your process of thinking of voting for a woman and Biden, essentially, voting for that to happen, voting for migrants to come here, essentially be criminals, and for you to fit the bill for them, pay for their room and board, pay for them to have stipends, pay for them to have free medical care, pay for them to, I don't understand that. Especially if you're from the black community like me, if you're from the black community like me, and you know the strides that black people have had to deal with in this country, from slavery, from Reconstruction to Jim Crow to the Civil Rights era, from all the strides that from black people have had to deal with, and essentially us really not really getting anything from the federal government. I want to know, like, how you could allow Joe Biden and Kamala to essentially empower these people, allow them to commit crimes, give them stipends, give them money, give them medical care. I want to hear from a lot of you Kamala supporters. I don't understand it. And essentially, this is why Kamala and Joe Biden, and this is why they were looking so stupid in the face. I know y'all saw that inauguration speech where Trump was just roasting them. And, they were just stone-faced. They had nothing. They looked ridiculous on that stage. It's shameful. It's very shameful. And I don't know how anyone could not see why they lost. Clearly, they lost because they've lost touch with the American people. You've lost touch with the American people. You've lost with the American people's needs and wants. Clearly, they were not cool with you empowering, and we all know what the Democrats were doing. If anybody doesn't know what the Democrats were doing, let me just put it out there, right? The Democrats were trying to create an immigrant class that they could give the right to vote to keep them in office. That's what they were trying to do. So if you didn't know, some people didn't know. Some people didn't know. Some people didn't realize what the Democrats were trying to do. Essentially, what they were trying to achieve. They were trying to create an immigrant class, right? The goal was to give them the right to vote, to essentially pretty much to pay their way in. We're going to create an immigrant class. We're going to give them incentives. We're going to pay them. We're going to give them money. We're going to give them room and board. And essentially, we're going to bring so much of them in, and they're going to keep us in office. Hopefully, they integrate with the some of the Latino community. Maybe they work in collaboration with the Latino community, and all these migrants will work together. And essentially, we're going to give them the right to vote, and they're going to keep us in office for the next 10, 20 years. And they were trying to create an immigrant class. Sinclair says also, if you come here, absolutely no welfare. Exactly. None of these immigrants should. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think none of them should be receiving any type of money from from the taxpayers. You should not be receiving any money from the taxpayers. If you're here as a migrant, maybe your country needs to send over some aid. Why? I think the United States should have hit up Mexico, hit up Venezuela, hit up Haiti, hit up all of these different countries and say, listen, you're sending over all of these people. Will you send over some money? Because we got to take care of the American people. The American people, we're tired of fitting the bill. We're looking at the grocery prices. We're looking at the cost of living. You got young adults, they're trying to buy a home, and they can't do it because the economy is not right. The housing market is not right. You got people trying to set themselves up in life, making sure they're set up in life, making sure they're able to retire, making sure they're able to build a family, build a home, and they can't because you got people like Joe Biden, enabling these criminal migrants and letting them come here. Yeah, let these countries pay. Let Haiti, tell Haiti to send over some money. Send over some jollof rice. Send over some jollof rice and some food, and tell Venezuela respectfully. Tell Venezuela send over some empanadas. And feed your people respectfully. Feed the people you've sent over here. Feed them. Send them some money. Send them some stipends. The American people cannot fit the bill. We cannot continue. And listen, is it sad? Yes, it's sad. Is it messed up? Yes. But we live in America. The American people need to be put first. No other country operates like that. And that's what people were trying to get these liberals and these tree huggers and these people that got their hair dyed the same color as a Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Is that we can no longer continue to sustain like this, The American people need to be put first. Do you think that you look at any other country, are they putting the needs of people that don't belong them there first? No, there's no other country doing that. There's no other country with this. Maybe we should talk a little bit about the birthright citizenship. The birthright citizenship is kind of a touchy subject because, it's kind of a touchy subject because, if you're a migrant here and you have a child, does that make your child an American? I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know if that makes your child an American. Is that in the Constitution? Yes, it is in the Constitution that if you're born in America, you are essentially an American. But man, I mean, you got people that are just coming here, dropping off babies, and they're saying, "Well, listen, I can't leave because I have a child, and my child is an American citizen." Is your child really an American citizen? We really need to have something in law that really says what makes you an American. Because if you're not generations and generations in, are you really an American? Are you not? Because I know I could speak for foundational Black Americans. Foundational Black Americans, we're Americans. We've been here for generations and generations and generations and generations and generations, going back to slavery. Some of us going back farther than slavery. So I can speak for foundational Black America. I can't speak for, any other community. What makes you an American? You just coming here as a migrant, dropping off a baby. Does that really make you an American? I don't know. I don't think that makes you an American. It's a touchy subject, but I don't know. Sinclair says, shouldn't. If I was born in Germany by American parents, I'm not German. Yeah, I agree. The whole birthright citizenship, it's a touchy subject because it is a constitutional right. But I mean, I don't know. It's very complex. You could put the common sense to it. The common sense would say, well, if you have, parents, or if you have a lineage in another country, and you come to another country and drop off a baby, that doesn't make you a citizen. But if it's a constitutional right and your child is born in America, I mean, there's logistics to that, and there's a honest gripe to that situation. So it's a touchy subject. Now, let's get into Donald Trump declassifying the files of RFK and MLK. I wanted to talk about that a little bit. He was doing that. Let's play that clip of Donald Trump declassifying the files. Now, this is what I want to know, right? This is what I want to know. I want to know, how soon are we going to get these files? How soon do you think we are going to get these files? How soon? I would like to know. I want to know, how soon will we be able to see these files? Why has the government been withholding this information? You got to think, the assassinations, which of JFK and Robert Kennedy and JFK, these are all assassinations that occurred 60 years ago. These are 60 years. All of these assassinations occurred 60 years ago. Why has it took 60 years for us to hear the whole situation or what happened? I mean, I believe all of these cases, every last one of these cases, we should have had the information on a lot of these cases. Just not even for the American people's sake. I think that the families of all of these men deserve to know what happened. They need to know what type of governmental agencies had a hand, or who was behind this, and who. I think that these families of I think that they deserve to know what had happened. But now Trump has signed to declassify these files. Do you think we will ever really get the declassification? I know he's ordered it. Hopefully nobody's objecting. Hopefully we won't get stopped a federal judge trying to stop it or something. I don't know what the logistics of it. But I would like to know the full situation, the full scale on what happened. A lot of people have, pointed, in particular when it comes to JFK, they have pointed fingers at a numerous of entities that may have had a hand, the mafia, the federal government, the CIA, FBI, J. Edgar Hoover, Cuba, plenty of entities that they have said had something to do with the JFK assassination. And then when it comes to Martin Luther King, a lot of people say J. Edgar Hoover. Everybody knows about the infamous letter sent to MLK with the tape of him having having affairs on his wife. We need to know the whole story. But here's Trump is signing to declassify the files on what happened. Let's play that.
Executive orders, they were very important in just about every case. And it will go through the first one, please.
Do you want to? Yeah, Mr. President, this is an executive order on crypto. We're going to be. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Mr. President. This is an executive order on AI. We're basically announcing the administration's policy to make America the world capital in artificial intelligence.
Now, how do y'all feel about that? Because a lot of people are focusing on certain things, like people are focusing on the diversity, employment, and things of that nature. They're focusing on different aspects, migrants and stuff like that. What do you guys think about AI? The United States has an invested interest in AI. Now, I'm gonna let you guys know. The more that the United States get involved in AI, I'm gonna let y'all know, man. The more we get involved in AI, Donald Trump is saying that nobody's gonna lose their job. We're gonna create jobs. Cap. Essentially, the role of AI is to make life easier for you. It's supposed to make, they have AI in a lot of, they have, well, not AI. They have, things, well, in the hospital. They have AI in the hospital right now, to help with surgeries and things like that. So essentially, AI is to make life easier. Now, if more companies, if more places, if the federal government gets more involved in AI, people will be losing their jobs. That's just a fact. If there's an AI that can come into a factory and it could do the job at 100% success rate, better than 40, 50 workers that work there, then any corporation is gonna implement the AI into their company. Think about it. I don't have to worry about a union. I don't have to worry about a pension, a 401k. I don't have to worry about none of that. I can just implement the AI, get rid of all of these guys calling out of work, pensions, retirement plans. That's essentially done. So the more that the United States gets involved in AI, people will be losing their jobs. They're already get rid of departments in the federal government. They have the whole DOGE. DOGE is created to pretty much to get rid of federal and governmental waste. So there's going to be a lot of departments, a lot of people losing their job. I mean, they already get rid of the diversity departments in the federal government. So AI is created to pretty much make life easier for people. So the more we get invested in AI, people will be losing their jobs. It's just a reality of the situation. Sinclair says, I don't know how to pronunciate that, but according to the IRS, illegals contribute $74 billion, but cost us $149 billion. So it's a deficit. I agree. You talking to homie? Okay. He says he seems to be only helping the rich and himself. I would agree with that. Trump definitely will be helping himself during this presidency. I wouldn't put that past him. Let's continue though.
To dominate and to lead the world in AI.
Dominate and lead the world with AI. You hear that? Pay attention, y'all. A lot of people are, real triggered by certain things, whatever it may be. Did you hear what Trump did? He announced there's only going to be 2 genders. Like, people are so triggered. Listen to the other executive orders. There's an invested interest in AI. We will be moving forward with more AI in this country. An invested interest.
Want to say your name, your full name,
David
and
Sachs,
serial?
AI and Crypto Czar.
David is one of the greatest in the world at AI. most respected probably there is.
And Trump is already rubbing shoulders with all these people in tech and AI. He's rubbing shoulders with Elon Musk, who's incorporated AI in his company. Mark Zuckerberg, who has incorporated AI in Meta. So he's rubbing shoulders with people in AI already.
So that should take us to the forefront, right?
Absolutely. We got to win.
Okay. Thank you. And this, David, is?
Yeah, this is the crypto EO. We're going to be forming an internal working group to make America the world capital in crypto under your.
The world capital of crypto. The world capital of crypto. Are they getting rid of the American dollar? A lot of people are triggered. A lot of people are too triggered with, like I said, Trump announced we're only going to have 2 genders. Trump TikTok. People are so focused on, like I say, you're majoring in the minors. Stop. A lot of us have to stop majoring in the minors. You're majoring in the minors. Stop worrying about TikTok. Stop worrying about Trump announcing there's only 2 genders. We will be moving forward with crypto. Does that mean that the American dollar will be ending? Pay attention. Will we be moving forward with crypto and getting rid of the American dollar? People are too focused on the minors. Listen to what this man is signing. Let's continue.
Leadership.
Which is really going up, right?
Absolutely.
All right, David, that's for you. Thanks. You find them exciting? They might not be exciting, but we're going to make a lot of money for the country.
Thank you, sir.
And so is David. You have to check him out. There's nobody like this guy. They said, how did you get David Sachs? How did you do that? And he's doing it for the country more than anything else. So we appreciate it, David. Thank you very much.
This is an executive order establishing a presidential commission, an advisory commission on science and technology.
Good.
That Sharpie been the work. Now, has there ever been another president that signs executive orders with a Sharpie? I thought you could only sign serious documentations with a ball pen. Am I wrong with that? I've never seen somebody in business or in any type of important document sign them with a Sharpie. Am I bugging out? Why is Trump signing all of these declarations with a Sharpie? Why not a ball pen, black ink? I thought that was the what people normally do. Why has it been a Sharpie? Why is it always a Sharpie? Can anybody break that down?
You want to explain that a little bit?
The basic idea is to get together top people from government, the private sector, technology industry, as well as education.
I have a theory. I have a theory on why Trump is declassifying these files. We're going to get into it when he talks about
institutions to make sure that America maintains its leadership position with respect to science and technology development in the years ahead.
Good. That's great.
Next, sir, we have a presidential memorandum encouraging departments and agencies in your government, including the Department of the Interior, to promote federal recognition of the Lumbee tribe of North Carolina.
I love the Lumbee tribe. So this is their first big step, right?
This would be a huge step for them.
Yeah.
Sinclair says AI won't be taking plumbing and HVAC. I disagree, Sinclair. I disagree. I think that AI is going to take everybody's job. I think AI is going to take every single job you can think of. The only job AI won't be taking is robotics and programming. That's what I think. I think that it doesn't matter what you do. You think of the job. If you don't have a job in programming, because you're going to need programmers, right? If you don't have a job in programming or a job in robotics, you're screwed. I think AI is going to take everybody's job. It's going to do everybody's job at 100% success rate. Of course, you're going to have some trial and errors, but when they get it to a point where it's a system that works completely functional, everybody's job is going to be up in the air. It doesn't matter what you do. First, they're going to go for they're going to go for jobs that are, minuscule. The truck drivers, the cashiers, things that the minuscule lower wage job. Those are going to be first, right? Now, that's going to be the easy things. But then they're going to implement them, and they're already implementing them in hospitals. Now, think about it. You got doctors, you got, surgeons, you got people that do complex surgeries on people. They're already implementing robotics and AI into the hospitals. Now, if you're working on people's body parts, and you're doing major surgeries and things of that nature, these are complex things. So if they're already implementing them into the hospital, why wouldn't they go for the HVAC? Why wouldn't they go for the plumbing? If they're already in the hospital, if they're already implementing these types of things in the hospitals, why wouldn't they go for the plumbing and the HVAC and the carpentries and the mechanics and the boiler room workers? Why wouldn't they go for these jobs? That's my thing. That's what I think. Sinclair says, can't roll into people's houses and replace a dishwasher, install a water. Well, we're gonna see, man. I think when when they get this thing up and rolling, I think they're gonna go for everybody's job, in my opinion. That's what I truly believe.
Yeah, they were with me all the way. They were great. North Carolina, Lumbee Trap. Okay, you'll send them a copy of that?
Yes, sir.
They were great. Okay.
And if you'd like, I could get them that pen, sir, as well.
Yeah, let's do that.
Next, we have a set of pardons for peaceful pro-life protesters who were prosecuted by the Biden administration for exercising their First Amendment rights.
Why was Biden locking up people that was pro-lifers? Why was he doing that? I did hear this. He was locking up pro-lifers, people that was protesting, people that were abortionists, essentially. Yeah, what's going on with that, man? Let them people out of jail.
I believe it's 23, sir.
23 people were prosecuted. They should not have been prosecuted. Many of them are elderly people. They should not have been prosecuted. This is a great honor to sign this. They'll be very happy. So they're all in prison now?
Some are out of custody.
It's ridiculous. Okay?
Lastly, sir, we have an executive order ordering the declassification of files relating to the assassinations of President John F. Kennedy, Senator Robert F. Kennedy, and the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
That's a big one, huh? A lot of people.
Now, why do y'all think Trump is signing that? I have my theory. Why do y'all think he's signing this and letting? Because it's been, like I said, it's been 60 years since the assassination of MLK, Bobby Kennedy, and JFK. Why is he going after? Why is he doing this now? Is he trying to shake up the FBI and the CIA? You know, is he trying to shake up? You know, he has his little quarrels with these agencies. Is he trying to shake up these governmental agencies? You know, because I believe if the real story gets out on a lot of these assassinations, it is definitely going to cause. It's really going to have us looking at the FBI in a different light. I mean, not that they have any type of good track record in the beginning. I mean, if you know anything about COINTELPRO, you know anything about a lot of the things that they've done against the Black Panther Party and all the stuff J. Edgar Hoover did. Oh my goodness. Sinclair says Malcolm X too. I think the full story on what happened with Malcolm X is pretty much out. You don't think so, Sinclair? I think the full story on what happened with Malcolm X is out there. Pretty much, J. Edgar Hoover sent a letter to a federal agent in New York. He said, "Do something about Malcolm." And then a couple months later, he gets murdered in the ballroom, right? I mean, it's pretty much out there. I believe Malcolm X's daughter has a lawsuit right now where she's suing the federal government. But yeah, I think the full story is out there. Now, are there some things that are covered up? Absolutely. But we kind of know that the federal government had influence in that assassination with Malcolm. We pretty much know that. The story with Malcolm X, it's a little shadier. We've heard that it was, what was it? What's the guy's name? Earl Ray. What's the guy's name? Earl Ray, who essentially assassinated MLK. Let me see. Let me just make sure. Earl Ray, right? Earl Ray. Yeah, James Earl Ray. Yeah, James Earl Ray, who essentially assassinated MLK. But the full story never gets told. He was MLK shot by Earl Ray. Yeah, but who put him there? Who put him at the scene of the crime? Who put him there? Who put him up to it? What happened in that hospital? A lot of people have said that Martin Luther King was assassinated not by the bullet, but he was assassinated in that hospital. I've heard stories that the hospital workers did not want to work on him. The doctor, I heard stories that the doctor said that he told the people in the hospital about Martin Luther King, let him die. There's a lot of different stories that we've heard. Different autopsies. They said that the person who originally did the autopsy, didn't do a really good autopsy on the body. It's been a lot of different stories on what happened with MLK. And we all know the lore of the JFK assassinations, where people say it was the mafia, and Oswald said I'm a patsy, and all. We know the lore with the JFK, but there's a lot of these things have been shrouded in mystery. A lot of these things have been shrouded in mystery. Yeah, man. Let me ask y'all a question. With John says, I seen somebody. John says, "What about the Epstein list, bro? Bro, I don't care about no Epstein list, bro. I'll be honest. I don't care about no Epstein list. I don't care, bro. If you don't think that celebrities, politicians, let's just say this. Let's say if you don't think that the celebrities and politicians don't have some type of criminal underworld where they're like doing sketchy things, possibly with minors, possibly with people being sexually trafficked, then maybe you're just not in the know. Clearly there's something going on. All you gotta do is look at the Diddy situation. Look at the Diddy situation. Look at, I hate to bring up another black celebrity, but I'm just naming these people because these are like as of recent. Look at R. Kelly. Look at let me name some white people. Look at Weinstein, Harvey Weinstein. I mean, clearly these things exist. Would you really be surprised that Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton was on an island with some sexually trafficked minors and things? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw politicians and celebrities that were on an island. Like, why are we acting so surprised? If that list were to come out, I think that salute to Boss Man with the $2 donation. He says, "What's the freakiest thing you've done?" That's the most zestiest question I've heard in my life. Why do you want to know the freakiest thing that I've done? I don't understand now. Why do you want to know the freakiest thing that I've done? Why do you want to know the freakiest thing that I've done? I'm confused though. I don't understand. Why you want to know the freakiest thing that I've done? I'm confused here. Somebody said the Penn State code. Listen. You did spin Skrilla. All right. The freakiest thing I've done, right? Only because you spent the money, right? You spent Skrilla, so I'm gonna respect your donation, right? The freakiest thing I've done. I've put my tongue in a girl's ass before. I'm not gonna lie. I put my tongue in a girl's ass before. I've done it at least once. I've done it at least once, I've done that before. Let's just say that, Have I done freakier things than that? Yes, but I'm just gonna give you that. All right, I've put my tongue in a girl's ass before. All right. Let's just leave it at that, and there you go, man. That's one of the freakiest things I've done, bro. Only because you spent the Skrilla. If you were just some random nigga in here asking me that, I would have never answered the question. But you spent the Skrilla, so I'm gonna answer your question. Well, listen, I'm just being honest, Sinclair. I'm just being honest, I'm just being honest, man. He answered. He asked the question. He spent the Skrilla. So I answered it. I answered the question. This is not a show about me. I didn't want to make this show. This is about Donald Trump, bro. You asked the question, I answered it. All right, let's get back into the topics, though.
People are waiting for this for years, for decades.
I answered the question, boss man. I'm not gonna say it again. If you didn't catch it, rewind it. I'm not gonna keep telling it. It is what it is. I said what I said. Rewind it if you missed it. All right.
And everything will be revealed. Okay. Give that to RFK Jr.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
How do y'all feel about that, though? How do y'all feel about do y'all think that Trump is trying to shake things up in the CIA and FBI? Because I think that Trump knows what he's doing. I think that If we really get all the documents on a lot of things will be revealed. There's a reason why they've waited 60 years to not declassify it. You know what upsetted me though about it? What upsetted me about this is that you got a lot of people that are, oh, why is he doing that? Why shouldn't Trump be doing this? I don't think it's a bad thing that Trump is doing this. I think that we deserve to know what happened, right? Especially, like, let's take it off of us as American people, right? Let's take it off of us. You don't think Martin Luther King's family deserves to know the full story of what happened? You don't think that he deserves? I think his family, his daughters, his family, his son, they deserve to know the full story, right? I think the families deserve to know. Like, take it off of us. Take it off of us being Americans and just wanting to know what happened and things of that. I think the families deserve to know. If anybody deserves to know, it's the families that deserve to know. I've seen people today. I was looking at the Shade Room, and forgive me for looking at the Shade Room, and there was people talking about, oh, why he doing that for? And I was just like, some of y'all just sound so like, y'all sound like house niggas. It sound like why he doing that for? I don't want to know the truth. I just want my grocery bill lowered. Why master doing that? I don't want to know the truths. I just want my grocery bill lowered. Like, some of y'all were just sounding like slaves. The fact that he was doing it, and I didn't get it. I was like, why are y'all so mad that Trump is essentially revealing and letting us know the inner workings of what happened with these situations that we've been wanting to know for years and decades? John Cahill says, because they are sheep. I agree. You know, I think that if you take it off of us, the families deserve to know. The families deserve to know. If anybody. Let's continue, though.
Okay, thank you very much.
Mr. President, a U.S. judge temporarily blocks the birthright citizenship order. Do you have any reaction?
No, obviously we'll appeal it. They put it before a certain judge in Seattle, I guess, right? And there's no surprises with that judge.
Mr. President, Senators Collins and Murkowski have now said they will vote against Pete Hegseth. Are you worried about his confirmation and your reaction?
No, and no surprises there. It's too bad. You know, it's the way it is. Too bad.
And when would you adjourn Congress to make recess appointments, Mr. President?
Well, I'd take a look at that. I'd listen to John Thune. He's doing a fantastic job. We're moving along. The Democrats are trying to delay government, as they always do. They can't help themselves. Even John Ratcliffe, who's very, very strong, very popular, and liked by the Democrats. I guess he gets a lot of Democrat votes. That's taking a long time, and it shouldn't be taking a long time. They're maxing everything out so they can delay everything as much as possible.
Does Senator Thune support an effort to use recess appointments if you choose to do that?
I'd be willing to use recess appointments. It's up to John, and we'll see. John Thune's a great guy, great senator, and knows his stuff inside out and backwards, but I would use recess appointments if he wants to do that. Absolutely. The Democrats are just delaying. They always delay.
Yeah, the Democrats, they just delay. You know, they're just holding things up.
You spoke with
They still holding things up.
Saudi Crown Prince yesterday.
Who?
The Saudi Crown Prince. Yes. How was the call?
Right.
And they said $600 billion they're going to invest.
600. I'll ask them for $1 trillion.
You said you're going to ask them for $1 trillion. Will Saudi Arabia be the first foreign country you will visit? Since they invest in that much?
Well, if they do that, I would, yeah. I would be glad to do that. I did it, as you know, 4 years ago. We did $450 billion, meaning the money all goes to American companies, and they purchase jets and they purchase computers and everything else. And we did $450 billion, and I guess we're at 650. And I'll see if I can talk him into it.
I don't think it is again. You showed great confidence in Steve Witkoff. Why you said that you doubt that the ceasefire in Gaza will hold, since you appraised his
well, no, I think he's great. But it's a very tricky place. It's very tricky. We'll see. And
Hold on.
if something does happen, they will not.
I see y'all talking about the Pope in there. Did y'all see that? What's that woman's name? Hold on, I'll get back to that. What's that woman's name? Who the preacher who did the that was at the inauguration? Not the black preacher, not the one that did the MLK speech, but the preacher who was chastising Trump. What's that woman's name? Is this her? See moment. Reverend pleaded with Trump to have mercy on immigrants. Trump is demanding an apology from her? Really? Wow. Let me see this.
Sociologists now call the outrage industrial complex. Some of that driven by external forces whose interests are furthered by a polarized America. But it's a worrisome.
I'm going to run this back. My fault.
The culture of contempt that has become normalized in this country threatens to destroy us. We are all bombarded daily with messages from what sociologists now call the outrage industrial complex. Some of that driven by external forces whose interests are furthered by a polarized America. Contempt fuels political campaigns and social media, and many profit from that.
She lives in a $2 million mansion, Sinclair. Man, a lot of these people, man, they be on such a high horse, man. What did she say something about gays and lesbians in this thing as well? Did she say something? I seen something with her where she was talking about gays and lesbians. I don't know if this is the speech. Am I bugging out? Is this the same reverend or bishop that was talking about gays and lesbians and how Trump is like, you know, so against them or whatever like that? Is this the same reverend that was? Is this the same reverend? Is this the same speech? I'm not sure. I know she said something at the inauguration, but let me continue with this because I didn't see the whole thing.
But it's a worrisome, it's a dangerous way to lead a country. I'm a person of faith.
Did she, John? Did she say that in this speech? Was this the speech she said it in, or was it another speech?
Surrounded by people of faith. And with God's help, I believe that unity in this country is possible. Not perfectly, for we are imperfect people and an imperfect union, but sufficient enough to keep.
Is she a they them reverend? Is like, I want to know, is this a they them reverend? Does anybody know the background of this woman? Is she like a they them reverend? Is this like a they them reverend? I want to know.
Us all believing in and working to realize the ideals of the United States of America, ideals expressed in the Declaration of Independence with its assertion of innate human equality and dignity.
Salute to CJ the Cat. Look at Trump reading something. He's reading something.
And we are right to pray for God's help as we seek unity, for we need God's help. But only if we ourselves are willing to tend to the foundations upon which unity depends. Like Jesus' announcement.
Todd says, pedos, heart Trump. All right, bro. All right, you know, stop spamming. You said it. All right, man. You're overdoing it with the yeah. You're overdoing it with the spamming, bro. We get the message the first time. You ain't got to keep putting the same spam. Salute Sinclair. Yeah, Sinclair set you down, man. We're gonna sit you down, man.
Building a house of faith on the rock of his teachings as opposed to building a house on sand. The foundations we need for unity must be sturdy enough to withstand the many storms that threaten it.
All right, this speech is mad
and so
boring.
Means second foundation for unity. Because then we are just a few steps from to put their trust in you.
Ah, yeah, she ain't talking about nothing, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna come clean, man. I didn't know Trump was asking for I didn't know he was having. Is this the part right here? Have mercy. That's the part I'm looking for.
Be
But
seated. Again, my warm welcome to all. Mr. President, millions have put their trust in you. And as you told the nation yesterday, you have felt the providential
I don't hear a long ass speech. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of it.
hand of a loving God. In the name of our God, I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in.
Oh my goodness. Has this woman ever read the Bible? That's what I want to know. Has this woman ever read the Bible? Respectfully. Has she ever read the Bible? That's what I want to know. Respectfully. You know? Has she ever read the Bible? She's talking about, and no disrespect to that community, but has she ever read? I just want to know something. I'm not even gonna go that hard. But has she ever read the Bible in reference to that community? I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not even gonna go hard. I can go hard if I really wanted to. I go hard if I really wanted to and really lay it out. But I'm not gonna go hard and lay it out. But has she ever read the Bible in lieu of that community, in lieu of what that community represents and what they are? Has she ever read the Bible in reference to that community and the lifestyle that they live? That's my question for her. Because you're sitting up here telling people, like, can somebody find out if you know, if you don't know, does she have an what do they call it? Like, you know, one of those pride churches? Does she have like a pride church? You know, they got churches that like kind of hang up the pride flag. Let me see if I can show you guys. I want to know if she has one of those types of churches. Church. Hold on. Church hangs pride flag. There's like churches that hang like pride flags. I don't know if you ever seen it. Yeah, like churches that, you know, like churches that hang pride flag. Does she have like one of those types of church? You know, that hangs up a pride flag or something like that? I want to know. Any Christian church that's hanging up a pride flag, I mean, I'm very confused on what you're telling people in terms of the Christian faith. I'm really confused. What are you telling people in terms of the Christian faith? That's what I want to know. If you're hanging pride flags in front of your church, like you know, Christian, like, that's the problem with Christianity. That's the problem with Christianity. Like, are we just not telling people the truth anymore? Are we just like, you know, like, what has Christianity turned into? Are we just not telling people the truth anymore? I would like to know. I'm not gonna go in on that community. I'm not gonna go in on churches that do this, but I'm just kind of confused on like so much. I want to know if she's ever read her Bible too. I want to know if she's ever read that Bible, you know. I would like to know if she's ever read that Bible. I would like to know. You know? S. Valler, he says, Christ welcomes all. and your selective outrage / targeting of community is very telling. First of all, let's say this. Let's say this, right? I never said that Christianity or Christ doesn't accept people of that lifestyle, of that belief. Where did I say that? You never heard me say that. I never said that people that live in that lifestyle can't come to Christianity or can't come to Christ. I've never said that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, this is what I'm saying, and maybe you need to clean out your ears, bro. Maybe you gotta clean out your ears.
You don't find that suspicious?
I'm saying,
you don't find that suspicious?
I'm saying, are we not telling that community the truth? Are we not telling them the truth? Or are we just telling them what they want to hear? Because I could tell you, I've read the Bible before, and the Bible is very clear on that topic and is very clear on people of that lifestyle. Are we not telling people the truth? It's okay. Should those people come into the church? Should those people come into Christ? Absolutely. But at a certain point, they got to leave from that lifestyle, respectfully. It doesn't sound like she's telling people to leave that lifestyle. It seems like she's telling people that they could come into Christ and still be in that lifestyle. Which goes into my point. Are we not telling people the truth? Are we not telling people the truth? That's what I want to know. That's my point. Are we not telling people the truth? Because it seems like she's not telling people the truth. That's my thing. Yeah, because I mean, Sinclair called him a cafeteria Christian. Yeah, you know, he kind of is a cafeteria Christian. You know, my whole thing is this, like, you know, it sounds like she's sitting up here telling Trump, oh, you know, the LGBT and the gay community is scared. I mean, what do they have to be scared of? I don't see Trump putting LGBTQ people in bondage and throwing them in jails. Like, what are they scared of? What are they scared of? What people misgendering them? Are they scared of that? Oh, you misgendered me. I'm so scared. Are people in the LGBTQ community hiding underneath their beds because they're being misgendered? What are they scared about? Like, what, like, you know, like, are they being scared of like actually being like, you know, being persecuted, like actually being thrown in jail, losing their livelihoods, putting chains and shackles on? I mean, a lot of y'all are just butthurt and triggered. You're not under any type of oppression or any type of you know, like real type of, you know, harm. Let's just call it what it is. You're just butthurt and triggered because somebody told you that you can't be, you know, you can't be a boy or a girl anymore, and you can't live this facade. I mean, I don't know what are they scared? What are they scared about? What is that community scared about? Can somebody break it down? You know, the dude that was telling me whatever he was telling me, can you break it down? Why? What are they afraid of? What is this reverend trying to articulate that they're being scared of? What are they scared of? What are they being scared of?
Gay, lesbian, and transgender children in...
Bring it back. Hold on.
There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic, Republican, and independent families. Some who fear for their lives.
Fear for their lives? Fear for their lives. Yeah, y'all don't think she's like putting sauce on it? Let's be real. Is she not putting sauce on it? You fear for your life because you're being misgendered? You fear for your life because you're a boy and you're not you can't be you're a boy and you're not going to be called a girl anymore? You fear for your life because we're no longer playing along with this facade and you cosplaying as something you're not? Yo, John. John. Hold on. Wait a minute. John, man, stop with the zesty questions, man. Please stop. Stop with the zesty questions, please. But yeah, I don't understand her point here. I don't understand what she's trying to say, and I don't understand how someone who is a believer in the Bible has this. I don't understand these like churches with these like like it's like they tell people what they want to hear instead of telling people the truth.
Gay, lesbian, and transgender children in
Run that way. Let's run that back again.
In our country, who are scared now.
Scared of what?
Are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic, Republican, and independent families. Some who fear for their lives.
Fear for their lives. Do you hear this woman? Fear for their lives because they're being misgendered.
And the people who pick our crops and clean our office
She said "are," so I'm guessing that she's a part of that community.
Buildings, who labor in poultry farms and meat packing plants, who wash the dishes after we
Meat packing plants, really?
Eat in restaurants and work the night shifts in hospitals. They may not be citizens or have the proper documentation, but the vast majority of immigrants are not criminals.
Well, he's going after the criminals. Yeah, this she sounds like she. Oh man, another liberal loony. Let's get into
Morning, President
Trump striking down the diversity programs. I think that's more of an interesting topic. Let's get into that.
Cracking down on diversity programs that he views as discriminatory. This is a part of a broader backlash against DEI programs all across the country. The president signed an executive order his first day back in the White House. The Trump administration says DEI policies result in shameful discrimination.
Now, let me stop here. I am totally against Trump striking down the diversity inclusion programs. I'm totally against it. Who is it shamefully discriminate? Like it sounds like white Republicans are trying to do like a Uno reverse card. Oh, this is reverse racism. This is like reverse racism against white people. I think that we're not really focusing on why these programs were implemented in the first place. These programs were implemented in the first place is because white people were not allowing black people and other minority groups, because it was other minority groups. They were not allowing other minority groups that were qualified for the positions, qualified for the jobs, to have those positions. That's why these diversity inclusion programs were even invented. Because it was a good old boys club and white people were not hiring minority groups. They were not allowing black, Latino, Asians into their companies, allowing them to have jobs. So that's why these things were included. It wasn't like we have to stop. It wasn't that it wasn't like we're gonna give a black person a job over a white person that's more qualified. That's not what it was. It wasn't, oh, we're going to give this Asian the job just because we want to have some diversity in our company. That's not what it was. These people were qualified to have these jobs. A lot of times these people were overqualified to have these jobs. These people were supposed to be there. But before these programs, these diversity programs were implemented, these companies would not hire minority groups. That's why these things were implemented. So to say that it's shamefully discriminatory, no. What was happening before these programs were implemented was shamefully discriminatory. You know, listen. If this is my opinion, right? If me and a white person go in for a job, right? And me and a white person goes for a job, and he's more qualified than me, and they trying to hire somebody off of diversity inclusion. I don't think that that's right. If that white person is more qualified than me for that job, and they just want to hire me just because of diversity, I think that that's wrong, right? But if it's a black person and it's a white person, and they both are qualified to have that job, and that company has 95% of white people working there, and they need some diversity in that company, and these people, both of these individuals have the qualifications and the work experience, and that black person gets that job, I think that that's fair.
You don't find that suspicious?
No! The company has 95% of white people working there. You can't let some color into your company. A black woman, an Asian, a Hispanic. 95% white people working there. You can't give one black person a job that has the qualifications, the work experience. Why is that? How is that bad? And we have to understand the history of these things. Black people, minority groups were not getting the job. Back before these diversity inclusion programs, what would happen is, and we're just going to keep it a buck, back before these diversity inclusion programs, what would happen is you would have a white man with no experience coming in for a job interview, and have a black man with all the experience coming in for that same damn job. And guess what would happen? That white man would get the job over the black man with the experience. That's what was happening before these diversity inclusion programs. That's what was happening before these programs were implemented. Right? So, I mean, I think a lot of Republicans are looking over the fact that these programs were implemented because black and minority groups were not getting hired. These companies were only hiring white people. They were not allowing minority groups to be a part of their company. So that's why these programs were implemented in the first place.
And directed federal agencies placed all DEI employees on paid leave as of last night. After Trump's re-election, major companies like Walmart, McDonald's, and Meta, which is Facebook's parent company, have scrapped their DEI programs.
It's one thing to say we want to be kind of like welcoming and make a good environment for everyone. And I think it's another to basically say that masculinity is bad.
Well, one of the president's executive orders directs the attorney general to submit recommendations for enforcing federal civil rights laws to encourage the private sector to end DEI.
Yeah, man, I'm against that. I'm against it sounds like the Republicans are trying to like some type of Uno reverse racism. Oh, this is discriminatory against white men. White men are not getting positions. White men are not allowing white men in prestigious colleges because there's diversity inclusion and they're taking the minority groups. I think that's hogwash. There's always been a good old boys club in America, and it was running rampant. This country has a racist history, and America has to deal with it. You have a racist history. You were not allowing black people and minority groups. Let me take it off of just black people, because they were discriminatory against all minority groups. It wasn't just black people. You wasn't allowing Hispanics, blacks, Asians, all of these minority groups. You wasn't allowing none of them to get these jobs. You were holding these communities back. You were holding these people back that were qualified for these jobs. So I think them trying to to try to stop that, I think that's wrong. That's the only thing that I have an issue with that Trump has been doing so far. I don't like that, striking down the Lyndon B. Johnson, executive orders and things like that. That's the only thing I really have an issue with. But outside of that, I don't have a problem with him going after the criminal migrants. I don't have a problem with him declassifying the MLK files. I don't have a problem so far with a lot of the things he's been doing. They're just the diversity inclusion thing. It's like, come on, bro. Like, really? These things were implemented because there was a racist history of whites only hiring whites. And, a lot of the times it was minority groups that were overly qualified, and you still took the white person over the overly qualified minority. So, I'm in a complete disagreement with that. I'm in complete disagreements with it. Is there anything else anything I forgot, y'all? Is there anything else that I forgot? Anything else I need to talk about in terms of this? We talked about the declassification of the assassination files. What do y'all think about that? Do y'all think that Donald Trump is trying to shake up the FBI and the CIA? Because I think if they truly let loose all of the information and files, we're gonna see some crazy stuff in there, I think there's a reason why they haven't declassified those files in over 60 years. We're gonna see a lot of things. There's a lot of things they haven't told us. There's a lot of things they don't want out. John Carhill says, okay, then talk about the Muslim kings owning white slaves. I mean, well, pick up a history book. You don't know about the Moors, do your research on the Moors. The Moors, the Moors had white slaves at one point in time. I mean, who doesn't know that? How? Let me ask you this: since you're telling people to talk about this, how long did it last? How long did it last? Since you're talking about it, how long did it last? I'll tell you one thing, John. It didn't last no 400 years. I'll tell you that much. Black people suffered under 400 years of slavery and oppression. Didn't last no 400 years. Yeah, but if you're talking about the Moors, they went into Italy and they went into different European countries. There was a time where the Moors were, running things. But, every great kingdom falls at some point. Every great kingdom. That's just the nature of the beast. That's just the nature of the beast. What are y'all trying to talk about, though? What are y'all trying to talk about? Did I miss anything? Let me know. Did I miss anything? I feel like I missed something, but you're not telling me what I missed. Did I miss anything? Let me see something. Hold on. I feel like I missed something, but I'm not remembering what it was. I talked about the diversity, inclusion, the migrants. It's like I'm missing something. What was this? Newsom says he would welcome president with additional fire support. What is Gavin Newsom talking about?
Action I took as governor of the state of California was an executive order to change procurement on vegetation and forest management. I followed it up.
You did a terrible job running that state, Gavin Newsom. Let's just keep it a buck. You done a terrible job running that state. You done a terrible job, bro. Stop acting like you've been out there working hard. You know, when the fires were going up, you driving around in your black Suburban with your Hollywood shades on. People wasn't feeling you. Salute to that woman. You know, she was out there, you know, asking you, call Biden on the phone. Call Biden. Let me pull that up. Call Biden on the phone. Why was there no water in the hydrant? Salute to that woman. She got all up in his ass with that one. That was facts, man. Gavin Newsom talks to woman. Fire. She would let him know, like, why wasn't there no waters in the hydrants? He want to act like he's some type of, I was doing this and I was doing that. He wasn't doing nothing, bro. You're a clown, bro. A pure clown. Did a poor job, did a terrible job for the people in California, man.
Governor, I live here, Governor. That was my daughter's school, Governor. Please.
Look at him out there hopping out the Suburban with the Hollywood shades on. What's wrong with him, man?
What are you going to do? I'm not going to hurt him, I promise.
I'm literally talking to the president right now.
I'm talking to I think he was lying. He wasn't talking to no president. He had nobody on that phone. He was on the phone. He was on the phone with Domino's. Ordering a pepperoni pizza. Talking about, I'm on the phone with the president. Then call him up. Call him right now. Call him up. Let me talk to the president. Let me talk to Biden. I'm on the phone with the president right now. You ain't on the phone with nobody. Phone ain't even on. Lying ass out there with the Hollywood. Think about it. He out there with the Hollywood shades on. Like that's not how I want to see a governor. Like when I see a governor in a state of emergency, you need to have your sleeves rolled up. I don't want to see you with no Hollywood shades on. I want to see you looking stressed out. I want to see you with a lifeguard vest, not a lifeguard, but like, you know, one of them vests on, a patrol vest on. I want to see you out there with a utility belt, telling people where to go, with the firemen and the police officers to go. I want to see you out there really, getting into your mode of being a governor. Looking like a fool out there with the Hollywood, like he about to audition for the next Terminator movie. Don't like he about to audition for the next Jason Bourne movie. Like, what are you doing? Take them damn shades off, roll up them sleeves, and get to work.
To specifically answer the question of what we can do for you and your daughter.
Can I hear it? Can I hear your call? Because I don't believe
And
it.
I feel
California Governor
I feel sad for this. You know, this woman was really going through something real. You know what I mean? It was hectic out there. Her said the school burnt down. You know, her neighbors' houses are burning down, and you rolling up in your black Suburban with your shades on. Like, come on, bro.
Newsom is being criticised by some for water mismanagement as hydrants ran dry while fires multiplied.
So I have to get cell service.
So let's get it. Let's get it.
I got to get cell service. You got to get cell service. You got a Puerto Rican Boost Mobile? You got T-Mobile, don't you? I got bad cell service. Like, then what are you doing out here with your shades on? This dude is a clown, bro. He's a clown. He's a clown.
Be here when you call the president.
I appreciate it. I'm doing that right now. And it's to immediately get reimbursements, individual assistance, and to help you out.
My fault for that.
I'm so sorry.
I click that. It was right next to the escape button.
Especially for your daughter. I have 4 kids. Losing the school.
Everyone who went to school there, they lost their homes. They lost 2 homes because they were living in one building another. Governor, please tell me, what are you going to do with the president right now?
We're getting the resources to help rebuild.
You see him pointing to the phone? Like, come on, bro.
Why was there no water in the hydrants, Governor?
That's a good question. She was asking a good question. Why wasn't there no water in the hydrants? You've been doing a poor job as governor, Gavin Newsom. You've been like, come on, bro. People losing their homes. Fire's out of control. And you've been asleep at the wheel. You don't find that suspicious? You so focused on, giving migrants room and board and giving them stipends and all the and LGBTQ and all this other stuff. You ain't been worried about the tax-paying citizen, and that's what's wrong with a lot of these Democratic people in office. They don't care about the American people. You so focused on everything else, but you're not caring about the people that pay your damn salary. I mean, I hope they kick him out of office. But let me hear what he was talking about.
They pay taxes?
My fault, right here. This is what he was.
6 weeks later in Placer County, and identified through a state of emergency, a declaration of emergency in Placer County, right near Auburn, California, to move 35 large-scale, high-profile projects to address the vulnerability of 200 communities. We've been at this for years and years and years, but
you ain't been at nothing for years. You over here trying to protect the smelt fish. Oh, we gotta protect the smelt fish. You ain't been doing nothing for the people out there in California, man. You're out there trying to protect a smelt fish instead of giving the communities in the state fresh water, so they could have some moisture in those cities and in those towns. And you ain't been doing the work, man.
Remind you of something that I know is inconvenient. We had the 3 driest years since statehood in 2020.
Well, why wasn't you working with the Trump administration? The Trump administration was trying to do things to supplement that. The Trump administration was trying to do things to help. You said, nah, we don't want your help. Because I'm a Democrat and I know better than you. And you're a racist and you're a felon and you're this, you're that. Yo, I can't work with you because I'm a Democrat. And I like the smell of my own farts. And I think that I'm better than you. And I'm on a higher moral ground than you. So I can't work with you. You're an idiot. And all those people lost their homes, lost their lives. And in respect to those people, it's sad. It's a sad situation, man. It's sad. How could you not feel for those people? Because I do see some people that are kind of insensitive. Oh, those are only rich people that lost. I mean, that's sad, bro. I don't care how. Because a lot of those homes were in beautiful middle class black homes were lost. There were some homes lost in some affluent, nice community. Listen, man, anybody who lost a home, I feel for them. That's sad, bro. A lot of people, that's their livelihood. They put their blood, sweat, and tears. They worked hard for those homes, man. That's sad. And when you got a doof like this, asleep at the wheel, not taking care of the tax-paying citizens, it's sad. It's sad, man. But listen, respect to the people in Los Angeles and to the people that lost their homes, man. Shout out to them. And it's sad, man. And it's sad when you got people like this at the wheel, man. But at the end of the day, man, we're gonna end the show, man. Salute to everybody that rode out tonight. Salute to Sinclair for holding me down in the chat. Salute to everybody that's in the chat right now. Listen, if this is your first time here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I can't see what's going on in the chat right now because my phone just turned off. Listen, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next live, man. I'll see you guys on the next live. See you guys on the next video. You guys have a good night. You guys have a productive weekend and a productive Friday. We're going into the weekend. You guys have a good night, man. And I'll see you guys on another live, man. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe. We out. Oh, no. We're gonna play this. Y'all have a good night, though. We out.
Whatever you do,